we're gonna risk life and limb to replicate it for the internet. Hundreds of you have been DMing me on Instagram and shooting me emails and all kinds of stuff with ridiculous reels and TikToks from every corner of the internet. So it's about time we give some of these a shot. Let's go. First up, this video has 52 million views, which is a ridiculous amount of views, and it's supposedly quite satisfying. Oh. I guarantee it's just this dude scraping this corner and this thing gets so many views. I've been served this so many, it's butter though. Oh, so buttery. Last time I tried one of these, you guys were like, that thing's waxed, blah, 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 water. This one's long grain, so I'm pretty confident that we can easily do this, and any of you at home could also do something like this, so let's give it a shot. So I got a chunk of maple here. I forgot, I broke this vise. So one of the projects we're working on right now is a new workbench, which means this one's gonna have to find a new home. If you're subscribed, you'll learn how you can potentially have this in your house. I'm going to create some nice marks here like they did in that video. So we are now gonna try and take some perfect shavings. Time for redemption. Now, to make sure we're sharp enough, I'm just gonna strop this chisel real quick. Oh yeah, she's shaving hairs. Let's go. Oh, it's butter. It is butter. It's glorious. I think the key is obviously the mega sharp chisel, but like also having some woodworking patience, which for me, oh, that's hard. Look how cool that is. It's so satisfying. If you're like having a rough day and you just want to like get some zen in your life, this might be the way. I think this is certifiable and verifiably awesome and doable. Unlike the last time. Hell yeah, that is awesome. 100% approved. Next. Up next, we've got a hack. It's a short but sweet one with 8.7 million views. I typically don't like this kind of stuff because it's super stupid. But we've got some magnets on the end of a hammer, hot glue, I guess. Oh, I guess the hot glue would make it. Why the magnets though? Oh, this is probably pretty easy. Yeah, let's give this a shot. This will be fun. So I'm a bit skeptical on this one because I don't actually know if we're gonna be able to like easily pop it off without like getting it busted, but I've got a hammer here, some neodymium magnets, my favorite. There's 1, 2, 3. Now, these things are powerful. I guess we're gonna do that. They won't stay apart. A little bit of tape. I guess like the thing for me would be like, we could use epoxy, right? Hot glue dries like immediately. So got the hot glue gun here. Jimmy DeResta once said, you should always plug your hot glue gun in when you come in the morning. When I rebuild this workbench, I'm gonna need to put some power in it. Maybe some speakers, a computer. I don't know. Here we go. It's kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it looks cool as hell. I'm just wondering like, how am I gonna get that to like sit down all nice? Is it not hot enough? Because it's definitely, it's staying gooey and bally. Is it leveling out a little bit? A little bit. A little bit? A little bit. I'm gonna be honest, like that one in the video looks real clean. And it is one of those like sticky panda bullshit videos that's like some crap, you know? Not into it. I want to believe. All right, let's give that a minute to dry. This thing's dry, look at it. It looks pretty cool. It's not as clean as the video. I feel like the video, they like kind of staged it. I guess I can sand it, but oh, it came off. I didn't think that was gonna be as easy as it is. Oh man, look at that. See, those lines sacks of shit. It pulled the damn magnets right out of the hot glue. You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. They got me. Just when I was like feeling like this had a shot, they probably did a bunch of like CA glue or some other work. You could definitely hack to make this work, but in all reality, I don't think it was worth the views. Let's get on to the next one. Up next, we've got a 3 million view video that is a suggestion of my employee, Sam. He thinks it's an incredibly safe and versatile thing. I haven't seen it yet. Let's give it a shot. Oh boy, starting, see, oh, is he gonna make this in, oh my goodness. All right, we got a saw blade, we've got knives, we've got CA glue, we've got sandpaper. There's no way this is safe. What is my guy doing? So I'm guessing he's gonna make like a sanding disc for the table saw maybe? Yep. Oh boy, that table saw, oh my goodness. Oh, So he's adding a fence to turn it into a, I guess it's like a joiner. This kind of reminds me of Mike Farrington's tapered to table saw sanding disc, but we don't have one of these, and I do got everything to make one, so let's give it a shot. And before I get into this absolutely ridiculously dangerous TikTok here, I wanted to take a second and talk about something else that I think would be kind of dangerous, and that's ignoring your own death. Or should I say more, preparing for your own death. And yes, I am talking about life insurance. Since becoming a father, planning has become much more important to me, and also making sure that my family is taken care of in the future if one of these ridiculous tools that I'm using just so happens to affect the longevity of my life. And that's why I'm super pumped to give you guys an opportunity to make this really easy on you with Ethos. Ethos takes all of the guesswork and confusion out of purchasing life insurance and makes it really fast and easy for people like myself who really don't have the time to go through all of the lengthy processes of purchasing life insurance traditionally. You can simply answer a few health questions online without needing to take any medical exams or blood work, and it'll cut down the process into just a few minutes instead of a few weeks, which I'm a huge fan of. You can even get coverage in the same day as you apply, which is so much easier than traditional options. If you're someone like me and you're a new dad, or you just want to take control of your future, you gotta check out Ethos. It only takes a few minutes to get a quote. I've got a link down below with all the information that you need, and a super big thanks to Ethos for sponsoring this video. I'm mortified of this one, but I did make a saw blade out of paper and try that. So what could it be to do it out of a real saw blade? I'm gonna clean this thing off first. This is just some rubbing alcohol, and then we're gonna use some spray adhesive. I gotta say, some of these TikToks from these overseas accounts are getting tremendously out of hand. I saw a guy cutting meat with his toes, but I try not to use my toes in woodworking in my shop, not that kind of channel, but this stuff's getting absurd. I can't believe I'm doing this. You wanna let that tack up for a minute, inhale the fumes, because I don't know what's more deadly, those fumes or the shit that I'm making right now. Hey guys. All right, so first piece of paper, I'm gonna go like that, and the next piece of paper, we'll go just right next to it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they did in the video. Oh, you jackass. I don't know if they stuck it to the table in the video, but we're gonna try and not do that. I want you to know that my butthole is puckered. I think the most ridiculous part of this is that there's still teeth on it. If it was just a round piece of metal with like an arbor hole cut, I'd be like, oh, that's not that cool. But the fact that this thing still has teeth is absolutely ridiculous. There she is. You're gonna really make me do this?
Yes! Definitely.
We're gonna do this with my tabletop table saw because I don't want to destroy the saw stop. I guess there's nothing to it but to do it at this point. So we're gonna put the saw blade in, say a few prayers, call my wife because I miss her, and that when you do squirrely ass shit like this, you should probably alert your family. Stupid shit with my team of idiots. So I don't have the in-feed and out-feed capability he had.
I don't think you need an in-feed and out-feed. That's a little over-dramatic.
Don't you tell me, non-tool guy, what I need and what I don't need.
No, I know tools.
It has teeth on it still. It's, you can cut the wood still on it.
Technically, I don't see the saw teeth from over.
Oh, yeah, so in the video, my guy has in-feed and out-feed, so we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna put a piece of double-sided tape on the back of this piece of wood and use that because he had his table saw. It was a whole other level of sketch that I'm not capable of replicating.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure this will work just fine. So the intent here, I think, is to use it kind of like a joiner where you have in-feed and out-feed to support, or I don't actually know what the crazy bastard who thought of this was thinking. We're gonna risk life and limb to replicate it for the internet. Okay, I think I'm set up decently. I'm just be blatantly honest with you guys. This sucks. I don't know why I said yes to this one when you guys sent it. This is stupid. I don't like it. As my daughter would say, I don't like it.
Didn't Sam suggest this one?
Sam suggested this. I don't know what he's getting at. Look at him. Where did you get that tiny cup?
I found it in the
What are
back.
you doing here?
I thought we were having a coffee, so I grabbed a little espresso, join you.
If I lose a limb, I just want to make sure I do it while caffeinated. Okay, so the concern that we have is the teeth stick out further. So I have this slightly in front of it, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how this is gonna work because the carbide's gonna hit it first and then maybe like sand it as it comes out the back end. So pucker your butts and grab your nuts because this is about to get real. Why do I say that? I hate it the most. Ah! Grow a set, you big fat sissy. All right, here she goes. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I mean, it ain't fucking doing shit. I don't get it. I'm truly baffled because I don't know what we're trying to accomplish here. Like the sanding on the edge is terrible. And because the carbides on the teeth are still hitting the wood and scratching it as it comes out the back. So any sanding that's done here is negated by the tooth on the back. Like,
Come on, use your words, buddy.
someone explain this to me because I am baffled on what the hell it's supposed to do. I'm also not going to do any more tests with it because it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, got a shit ton of views, but do not try this at home, please. Let's do something else that's easy and fun. All right, up next with 11.2 million views, we've got a Lego spice box, which I just think is so freaking clever. I haven't actually seen this. The guys sent this one over and thought it was awesome. I love Legos. I love spices. We got to build one of these. Let's go. So to get this one going, we need a canister. So this is like your pretty standard shaker. If you're doing barbecue or big seasonings, this is a fajita from Meat Church. It's not bad, not as good as Cosmo's stuff, but they have red lids, which I did think is cool. We're at 2.56 inches at the top, 2.65 on the bottom. So I think 2.75 would be good. So what I'm thinking is we do a miter folded box, more or less, fold that thing together, put a bottom in it, and we should be pretty good. We want to put a bottom on this. Let me check the video.
They had a bottom on it.
There's 8. See, I almost made a dire mistake here. So we're gonna have to expand it by another 3 1/4, which will put us at 13.5 and add another one here and here. That means we're gonna need 2 13.5 inch parts, 2 5x7 inch parts. For the top's gonna be 13.5 by 7, and then the interior bottom I'll cut after, but that's probably gonna be 12 by 5.5. Let's cut some plywood. I'm just gonna rip a bunch of parts heavy and then come back and we'll get everything refined with the miter cuts. So here goes. All right, so next I gotta cut the holes before I put everything together. This hole saw is gonna be the closest thing that I have to do so. So I'm gonna give myself a little grid here. We're doing 8, correct? That's a 3-inch hole. So if we get a 3-inch hole, it's too big. Sam, see if we have a 2 3/4 hole saw in that box. So we got a 2 3/4 hole saw. I'm just so grateful to have an abundance of hole saws. 191 hole saws. This is gonna be a snug fit, but it should work. It fits the top, the bottom's a little bit wider. So to do the math, we need to, that's 2 3/4. They're gonna hit this way. I did my math, I made the whole box wrong. All right, let's go back to the bench. We're gonna have 1/8 of an inch in the middle here, which is freaking hilarious. All right, so now if we go this way, that's 12 inches. We've got 2 3/4 is 11. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 over 5.
I'll just make it for 6.
No, I don't know why I'm doing it this way. All that matters is actually where the holes need cut. Let's give this a shot. You love that. Woo, that sucked. All right, put her together. The only downside to this quick and thick glue is she's so thick.
That's a thick ass board!
Looking good. Ha, it's gonna be rad. Let's just clean her up a bit. A little bit of primer. It's dry, which means it's time for the final test fit. Bring out the barbecue rubs. If you don't have this many pre-made rubs that you're getting from other people, you have the problem, not me. I don't want to hear it that I just happen to have 8 rubs sitting in the workshop. I think what makes it is that the plastic tops look so much like the top of a Lego. Look at that thing. That is hilarious. That's a lot of fun. I'll say this is totally worth the views, and this build is so easy and a ton of fun. Give it a shot. Worth it all day long. On to the next one. Up next, this was the most suggested video from you guys in my DMs on Instagram, DMs on TikToks, emails. I think I even got some snail mail on this.
We just got a letter.
With 8.9 million views, we've got a actual table that my guy right here is pouring some fish in, and it seems to have running water. This is absolutely ridiculous, and I think we need to have one in the office. So instead of building one in this video, if 1,000 of you comment that we should build this, I'll build it in a full video. So cool. And I gotta be honest, guys, if you're gonna comment, you should be subscribed. We're almost at 1 million, and once we get to 1 million, I have something absolutely ridiculous for you guys. So hit that subscribe button while you're down there commenting. Now let's get another one. Okay, and next at 1.1 million views, we've got like a workshop hack, a couple mitered cuts here, a little bit of CA glue, lots of CA glue in these videos. Those aren't the same thickness. What are you doing? More CA glue. Plastic ruler, I love seeing those. Is he making some sort of corner? Oh, that's actually awesome. It's a center finder for a, yes, we must make this. Let's give it a shot. Got 2 chunks of wood. Let's get a miter on these. Calipers, we got 1.022, and then this is 0.034, so that would be probably like a 0.9. It was a little heavy, but we be good. Okay, so these goobers, they put this together with CA glue because God forbid they use real glue. Who the hell? I don't advise this part, my friends. It's not supposed to be like that. Just get a little clampiotomy there. Now they use the plastic ruler, and they don't sell those at real stores here where we are. And I don't go to the craft store because I'm banned. Story for a different time. So we're gonna use this metal ruler and kind of do the same thing. Just use a piece of cabinet hardware, I think. Yeah.
They did it by hand.
They did it with their buttholes. Incredibly talented individuals. I don't know how to fix this, but I hate it. This should work. I mean, that's essentially what it did. Oh shit, son. Oh snap, look at that. We got center. I'm not gonna lie, that's a hack. That's like total trash, and I love it. It works, it's awesome. Finding the center of circular stuff sucks. Let me get something a little bit bigger. Give me that can. Here's will be the true test. We know that that center, does it line up? It does, it lines up perfect. It lines up. I don't know why I'm singing a song. It's that coffee kicking in. This thing's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's an absolute train wreck hack, but I dig it. It's worth the views. You should try it if you need something like this. And that's gonna be a wrap on all of these ridiculous TikToks and Reels. I appreciate every one of you who suggested one of these. And if you do wanna suggest one to me, hit me up on my socials. You can find me literally anywhere. And then let me know, what are we gonna build next?